All right, we're live. We're good. We're gonna make sure we're set. So I'm gonna refresh and make sure this video is not super slow because at one time it was out of control. All right, I think
Yep,
we're good.
I think we're good.
Downtown FBA, what's up? I need an intro to my videos. Intro song to my videos. Royalty, like I need to get a royalty-free song. I don't know what that's gonna be, but I'll look it over. I'll think about it. Don Hustle, what's up? Let me see. So before everybody comes in, I am gonna get a haircut. I decided that I can only go so long with growing it, and it was about 1 week. And
Yeah, it gets hot, man.
it's super hot. I just can't do it. Fabian, what's up? Ryan, good to see you again. Zach, Hustle and Muscle, Zombies, help. Callie in the
What's up,
house.
Callie?
What? Jing Khan, what's up? Caroline at the post office. Don Hustle says bring back the Mohawk. It was considered. I don't think I'm going to though. JS Videos, what's up? Interesting topic today. Top 10 do's and don'ts of successful people. Now, you know what? Before we get into that, just random reminder. 20% off anything today on eBay. So if you want to go G Customs 41 on eBay, look for something you want to buy, use that coupon, and pick Dad's gift, and that will you can buy something from me right now. Is that a good plug?
Yep. Pretty good plug. Pretty good plug.
Fine. You can buy anything you want on eBay right now. 20% off. If you want Off-White Vapor Max, go do it now. If you want Paul George PlayStation, go do it now. 20% off. So spend up to like $500 so you can get the full $100 off.
Yep.
All right. So just throwing it out there. They're getting everybody ready for Father's Day. B, you want to say what's up to everybody?
What's up, guys? We're back, and personally, I'm pretty excited about our topic for today. Been looking forward to this. Really did kind of like a soft unplug with social media and stuff like that. Just focus on the business, try to do some strategy and stuff like that. And I'm excited. I feel like I'm very recharged.
He's refreshed, ready to go. Let me see. Let me put this. I think it's pick Dad's gift is what it is. Only for today only.
Yep.
Let me go back and do some Panda Rose. What's up? That's funny. Scared the crap out of me. Steve Sells reselling. What's up? Ben. Hustle in Silence. Girl on Fire. Eduardo's here. Greedy Girl Boss Aruna's here. All right. So why did we choose this topic? So let me give you a little background before we get into this. Number one, I was reading an article about do's and don'ts of successful people, and it was like there was more than 10, but some of them I was like, I don't know, kind of iffy. Some of them I thought were kind of funny, and I just kind of threw them in, narrowed it down to 10, and I was like, let's do a live show and talk about these, 1 through 10. I want to see what Hustlebee's opinion is on some of these. We'll see if they're true or not, and then we can also throw in our own personal stories in there. Now, both of us, you as well, have different successes. Success is different for everybody. Doesn't necessarily mean me and Hustlebee are multi-millionaires, as some YouTube resellers may want you to believe. We're just keeping it real here. We're successful in different things. So are you. But these are apparently top 10 do's and don'ts of highly successful people that apparently do have a bunch of money. But why are they successful? And are these true or not? So we're going to talk about that. I think it's a pretty cool topic. We'll go 1 through 10. We'll actually go 10 all the way through number 1.
All right.
We'll
I'm excited about this. So just so you guys know, I asked Glenn earlier, do you have the 10 down already? And he just replied, yes. He didn't even send me the 10. So I know where he's going. He wants my live reaction. He wants my live opinion. So I guess, anything that comes out of my mouth will be straight from, I guess, from the heart or from the mind. My first reaction to this kind of topic. So yes, 100% agree that success is different, but I don't know. Are we ready to get into it? Is everybody in the chat ready for it. Give us a thumbs up if you guys are down for this thing. If you guys are excited for this topic,
Our
give us
sister
a
Noelle
thumbs
is
up.
here. She's excited for
There
the
we go.
topic. Jimmy, what's up? Flipping Daily, greetings, y'all. Yeah, get a thumbs up if we're ready to do this, and I think it's gonna be pretty cool. So go 1 through 10, and also Golden State or Cleveland today. The series Golden State today. Cleveland will win though.
It has to be. If it doesn't, man, it's gonna mess with LeBron's name or whatever legacy or whatnot. He's getting better, he's getting stronger, but he can't get outplayed during this time. It's his time to shine. Home, down by 2, come back.
There we go. So yeah, I think Cleveland for sure they're gonna win, but that's after this. We got to focus on the live show, and then we'll get into it. So the top 10 do's and don'ts of highly successful people. Number 10, they don't let negative thoughts influence their actions. Negative thinking is especially dangerous when you decide to believe in the excuses. Your brain wants to stay in the comfort zone, and it will spare no effort to convince you that you can. The key to success is to let these thoughts fade away and replace them with powerful reasons to believe in yourself. So number 10, don't let negative thoughts influence. They don't let negative thoughts influence their actions.
Pretty good. I like it. As everybody probably knows me, I'm, if you guys don't call me Mr. B, I'd like to be called Mr. Positive. I'm always trying to look for something good out of a certain situation. And I think that's very, very important. Uh, you know, I know there's going to be a lot of it, but I think this is one of the things personally for me that really has helped me become successful or attain certain success in my life. Everything starts in your mind. Everything starts in your belief, and if you are thinking that you can't do it, then right there you're already defeated. Yeah, negativity really has no room in especially when you're trying to become an entrepreneur or starting a business and stuff like that, because there's no guarantee that things are gonna go where you want them to go, or things are gonna be where you want them to be. There's gonna be obstacles, there's gonna be hardships in life, there's gonna be mountains that you think you can't scale. But yes, that is one thing that I highly believe in personally, that you can't let those negative things dictate the outcome or your actions or your mood. You gotta win that battle.
Well, let's talk about even going back to like working in a certain place. So when I worked at the office and I worked a full-time job, there was a lot of people that were unhappy in what they did, but they showed up to work every single day. Whether they worked hard or not, that's totally different story. But they were there, and of course, there was certain times where like lunchtime for certain people was like their own gossip time,
Right.
unhappy, why they don't like certain things. They get to talk about other people in the workplace or why things are unfair. And these negative thoughts around you start becoming part of you. And then you kind of start going downhill with that. You're like, well, this isn't really what I want to do, who I want to be with. You can go hang out and do something else. Or if you're really happy with the job, then yeah, do your own thing. But when there's someone that's not happy, they also want to bring you down. And that's pretty much, I guess, at a lot of workplaces, because everywhere that I've gone, I mean, you meet these kind of people, they're unhappy, they're going to complain, but they're not going to do anything about it. You're going to see them the very next week until you, I guess, finally decide to leave. Then
Yeah. I
that's a totally
mean,
different story.
I was a supervisor at a call center. Call center is not the best job in the world, but there are people that love it, there are people that hate it, and whenever agents start, kind of like giving me an attitude or in a bad mood or stuff like that, I said, you can change this. I told them, you can change this. You hate working here, you can change that. Nobody's holding you down here. You didn't sign no contract or something like that, and then they asked me like, how? I said, quit this job. you look miserable, you sound miserable in this job. And and then that just brings them back like, well, I need money. Well, there's other jobs that can provide you money, and you not being this miserable. So, a lot of that were just a result of their negative thinking in their mind, which actually came out from to their action. So that's, if you have that kind of mentality, it's very very hard. It's very very hard to be successful, because going back to it, I don't want to drag this forever, but this is a really good topic. But success really is attaining happiness. Being happy in what you're doing, that is success. Me and Glenn talk about this, like, man, we actually had this conversation in DC at Hustle DC with Helene, and said, man, we're successful. We made it. We made it because we're doing what we love. All we have to do is scale this higher and higher and bigger and bigger. So, every day I wake up, I'm happy and I feel successful.
There we go. That's straight from the beat, and I think that I guess same thing is just when you have the negativity and it keeps wearing into you down, you also see what it does to you, mentally, physically. People that I've known that just looked drained, tired, dead, Grim Reaper practically took their soul. And then also the opposite. They look, I don't like, weight gain, not really working out anymore, not feeling good, not feeling happy. And a lot of these things can really tear you down. Negative thoughts and mindset around you. So that's really what I wanted to throw away when it comes to that one. Let's go to number 9.
Number 9.
All right. They surround themselves with like-minded people. So if you've heard this quote, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with.
Yep.
What do you think?
Oh man, I know I was gonna be excited for this topic. And the biggest thing, I mean, a lot of people ask me, especially in the Philippines, right? Like, what do you do now? Who do you hang out with and stuff like that? And I really don't have a legit answer. I only hang out with few people. I told Glenn I really don't have any friends here in Cincinnati. All my friends are online. Glenn, I mean, like family. It's either you're just an acquaintance or a family. Because like I said, that quote said you're the average of five people you surround yourself with. And especially I can remember back starting this journey, I actually had to reset myself because I came from the corporate world, where it's dog eat dog world. Everybody's just trying to ruin each other to get a step ahead. And I had to reprogram my mind. And what I did was I listened to podcasts. So every day I went to sourcing. I listened to Gary Vee. I listened to Mark Cuban. I listened to Simon Sinek. I listened to Seth Godin and stuff like that. So when people ask me like, who do you hang out? Who's your friends, right? Tell me who your friends are, and I will tell you who you are. That quote says too. So I said like, my friends are Gary Vee, Seth Godin, Simon Sinek. So if at least I'm not even I'm not even asking to be average with all of them. I just 10% of what they got, or 10% of the knowledge that they know, or that to get me going. So I really believe that if here's my thing. If this certain friend is not bringing something positive or a good influence to you, and you are not trying to win them and not trying to make them better, that relationship is useless.
Yeah, that's pretty true. And I had a friend too that I always had a friend that kind of like he had his stuff together. Like this guy knew what he wanted to do, what he was looking forward to do. And then I also had the other group of friends. I was like, nah, just hang out, or let's go to like this and this bar. Let's go drink. Let's go do this and this. And then like they're two totally completely different people. And then you notice like which ones end up broke right away, which ones end up needing money right away, asking for things. And it just kind of like, okay, where do you want to be? And then over time, I've obviously gotten away from those. And then now it's kind of like the same thing. I mean, we talk to like Helene, Noel, I would talk to these people, everybody pretty much every week. And then now with my regular friends that I did, even though hang out with them, and even one of them that I started reselling with, I only talk to them maybe like once a month. We hang out once a month, and they know about the channel. They know about reselling. Some of them are interested, but they're not going to take action. And that's pretty much. It's kind of a weird, I guess, situation. So now it's like the like-minded people are the people I talk to every day, which are not in my city.
Yeah.
All right. We did number 9. Number 8. They don't focus entirely on the money.
I like that. I like that.
Opposed to misconceptions, money isn't what matters the most. What matters the most? What on the road to becoming wealthy? Using their capital and influence, wealthy individuals want to change the world for better, contribute to the society, and simply experience the life like most people can't.
Yep, 100% agree on that one. This is a topic that we talk about all the time when we're on the road. My biggest thing on this one is impact over income. At the end of the day, we're only here in this earth for a certain period of time. We have an expiration date, and then at the end of the day, nobody really talks about how much money you made. What really you know stick with people is what kind of change that you have caused, right? What kind of impact that you've made. So that's the biggest thing for me. We talk about this too, like what if we just this not do anything on social media and make it just all about money. I'm sure we'd be a millionaire in less than a year. Just spending 100% of our time making money and chasing money. We can do that, but at the end of the day, there's so many stories around us, so many people, even we know they have everything, they have all the money, they can buy whatever they want, and they end up being unhappy, and that's for me, that's the scariest part. The scariest part for me is having everything that I wanted and being unhappy.
Yeah, and the money part, I mean, I guess I could have just gotten back from the whole development of the channel thing. I mean, if I didn't make the channel and I just really focused on um, Ross finds, making money on eBay like I really did, and I never did any of this stuff, I wouldn't have met anybody, even Hustleby. I wouldn't have met him. I wouldn't have met anybody that I'm talking to every single week. Wouldn't have met any of the people that I go when I go to that hustle that we do meetups. None of the stuff would have happened. So when people ask me like, why are you doing certain things and killing the market, showing things, I always think about the positive part, which is helping the people. That is what I wanted to do to begin with. And meeting people is like the best part of this whole entire thing. I like meeting new people, especially like DC was really cool. Like DC, I think we met really good people that when I go back, like that we could just directly contact these people, go back and like immediately hang out already.
Right,
And the
right.
same kind of like same mindset, same
Pretty much have a crew right in DC. So
yeah, I mean it was awesome like
each
meeting these
city,
people.
each city that we've been to. I mean, that's the biggest, the real cool part about it. It's not because of the money, but the relationship we've built. I mean, Jeff here in the chat, like we've chatted with Jeff. You've met Jeff. I've chatted with Jeff until I met him in Kansas City, and we got lows and stuff like that. That we just automatically become friends because for me, having good relationships with like-minded people um, is really success and being happy.
Yes, sir. All right, let's go to number 7. I don't know if I agree with this one, but I kind of do,
Ooh.
kind of don't. But let's see. Number 7, they don't watch TV.
Oh.
It says, I guess successful people make sure to replace TV with more creative sources like books, podcasts, etc. And don't waste time watching TV. It can also lead to a lazy lifestyle and bad habits.
Hmm. I I mean I actually I was raised being told that not watching TV, not watching cartoons and stuff like that. I think there's a caveat to it. There has to be a certain thing behind it because TV is not bad, right? It's the time you spend watching TV that's keeping you from being happy or keeping you from being successful or keeping you from achieving your goals. Um, I wish I listened to my mom. This is one thing that I I was telling my mom. Mom, I wish I would have listened sooner because I never read a book or never started reading until I was after it was until after college. So that was only like 5 years ago. So all my life I despise reading books, and I was just wanting to watch TV entertainment. The bad thing about it's the entertainment's not bad. Watching TV is not bad. The bad thing about it, if you have a goal and if you want to be successful in life and if you're trying to achieve something big and you're watching TV, then watching TV is bad
Yeah,
because
that's true.
it's stopping you from accomplishing something sooner. But if you're okay with your life, if you're happy with your life, if you don't want anything in life, have at it. Watch TV. So that's
Or
the
if you're
biggest thing
chilling, you already have everything, then and you have no worries in the world, then I guess yeah,
I
that's
guess that's the
fine.
biggest thing. Like, if you want to watch TV for the rest of your life, commit to 3 years of doing something and being the best at it, and then watch TV the rest of your life. Be
What do you
like
think
Mark
about what?
Zuckerberg.
Oh, true. What do you think about watching the Warriors Cavs game?
For me, I mean, I watch it because it's interesting, but it's not necessary. I mean, we've experienced it. We were watching a playoff game, right? As soon as blowout, and I mean, it was like a blowout game. A third quarter, we stopped watching fourth quarter. You know, so I guess it could be a good entertainment, a break, or something to dabble around. But man, if you have a really big dream, if you want to accomplish something big and you are unhappy with where you are at now, you should never be allowed to watch TV.
And never be allowed. And I think, especially during the football season, like, I mean, yes, my Dolphins have not been very good for a very long time, but what helps with DirecTV though is being able to just record the game, and
Yep.
then whenever I'm ready, I could just watch it in like 30
Fast
minutes, and
forward.
then just fast forward everything. I even fast forward like stupid plays too. I'm just like, why am I gonna
Yeah.
watch this penalty? And
Yeah.
then why am I gonna watch this replay over and over again? And then you just like fast forward, get all right, there we go. Game was done in 30 minutes. Now I can
Right.
just go and do whatever I want.
Right. And also too, the one thing, right? Somebody mentioned YouTube right now. TV actually dictates what they want you to watch. So we are fed consumerism mindset. What are the ads on TV all the time? Buy this, buy
Car.
this, buy this. Buy this to look good, wear this to look good, eat this to look good, do this to look good, be like this to be happy, right? So you are fed that kind of thing. The beauty about YouTube is you can dictate what you want to watch, right? If you want to watch Hustler Hacks YouTube channel, that's it. Like I did, I basically watched all his videos, and I think I got beat by a guy named Yinka in DC. How many times did he watch your videos? Twice?
Oh man, that guy was dedicated. I think he watched every single video twice or something.
Yeah,
That guy
that's
was
what,
out of
so I
control.
got beat. So with YouTube dictate, I mean, if you want to have control of your life, take control of something that you feed yourself, even with your eyes and with your ears. So that's why YouTube is great. I spend more time on YouTube than watching TV, because you want to feed yourself something good and something that you can learn from.
Very true, very true. Number 6. Um, they don't say yes all the time. So
Oh.
saying no at the right moment is a powerful skill which brings health, wealth, and happiness. On the other hand, if you practice saying yes way too often, you are more likely to get off the track and waste your time on unnecessary commitments.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Um,
What's something you don't say yes to all the time? Like, hey, Hustlebee, does this sell? I was trying to find a shoe. I was like, hey, Hustlebee, does this sell online? Does this sell on eBay? What do you think?
yeah. So that's one thing. I don't waste my time on somebody DMing me if I need to buy this or not. That's a no for me. That's a no for me, dog. As Randy Jackson was saying. But I believe that because you can only do so much and you can only focus on so many tasks. When you say yes to so many commitment, at the end of the day, we're human beings. We if we haven't mastered our if we haven't mastered our skills and we're saying yes to all of this already, I think you're just gonna half-ass everything. So saying no to things and only be focusing on certain things in your life that you wanna improve on or you wanna accomplish, I think that would be the shortest route to being successful rather than dabbling here, 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 over there. I mean, you tell us about it. I mean, what about your ecom journey, right? You had to say no to some of the selling platforms. Now that you have a few multiple platforms that you gain income from, now everybody thinks they can just go ahead and do everything at once at the start and say yes to all this platform.
That is very true. I have two examples. Number one, I think. Well, sorry, I hear like a little echo. Is it there?
What
Okay.
about now?
Okay, I think it went away. All right. So number one, so and other people have had the same problem too. I've actually had people email me about it. So when you have, I don't necessarily have a huge family. The wife has a big family, but when you have a big family, it seems like it's 3, 5, 6 people's birthday every single month. And when this happens, there's parties, there's small parties, there's hangouts, there's I don't know what else. And sometimes it just feels like it's like every other day or every weekend. And so now you got to decide for yourself. Am I going to go again to another hangout type thing? Or am I going to stay home and do the things that I have to do? Maybe might be list. Maybe you're not even selling online. Maybe you have to wash clothes, clean the house. Maybe you have other things that you have to do. Or am I going to go hang out? And this could go with family or friends and etc. I think it's good to hang out with people certain times and you do that. But if you do it every week, every weekend, all over and over and over again, and some people, I've even gotten this email, it's tough for me to say no to my family. And when that happens too, you might get stuck in situations where like you're there and you're like, man, what the hell am I doing here? Like I could
Right.
be home doing this and this and this.
hmm I
So
mean,
it happened a lot, I think, for certain
yeah. I
people.
mean, perfect example. Last year, my parents usually visit me here every year. Last year, I turned them down. I told them that don't come over here. I'm here trying to build an empire. And I literally took a photo of the other room. I said, you don't have any room here. As much as I want them to be here, man, when my parents are here, I'm very, I gain weight. I gain more shoes. I have more clothes. My parents buy me stuff. But last year I had to say no because I was I was building my business. And just think about this. If you cannot say no to a certain thing, right? For every action, there is a reaction. When you say yes to a certain thing that's gonna take away time from you accomplishing something, you're saying no to your dream right now. If you say yes to this birthday party, if you say yes to this, camping trip, and you want to build an empire, as soon as you say yes, you told your future success no right off this moment. That's
It's
just black
now
and white there.
big whole pause. Now you can't even get back into it. You might have even been in the right mindset to get it done.
Yeah,
And now it's like a whole new thing. And
yeah.
as you come back and then you try to tackle it again, and it's not the same.
Mhm.
And Caesar said the same thing, big ass Filipino family. Same thing with Hispanics and other families too.
Yeah.
And not only that, not only birthdays, it seems like random people are like, so and so graduated high school. Well, they
Your
graduated
whole
grade
family's
school.
invited. The whole city is invited.
They graduated kinder. I'm like, really? Now there's graduations for kinder? I'm
Yeah.
like, now I gotta go to this. So things like this happen. Here's my second example. for don't say yes all the time. This is just me being with everybody else that's watching. So I get, and I talked about this I think last Saturday too. So with being on YouTube and have somewhat of a decent following, I get different affiliate links, offers. Hey, promote my book. Hey, promote my course. Hey, promote this trash. And so what happens is I have to say yes or no when it comes to these things. Now, would I say yes if it's an affiliate link and I can send that to everybody and I get $500 commission for every time someone buys in? Or do I say no because that money doesn't matter to me and I don't want to flood the inbox, emails, and comments and DMs with the people that watch my channel? So I have to make that decision. And for the most part, I don't think I have any other affiliate links unless they randomly came in and something that I believed in that was really kind of cheap. But for the most part, I've stayed away from a lot of that stuff. So, which kind of sucks too, because with that, I also get the back end part, which is like, well, why are we going to invite him to conferences if he's not going to promote our stuff? Why are we going to invite him to go do this if he's not going to promote, you know, this and this course and be an internet marketer that we want him to be? And that's fine. Like I don't care about that stuff. I just want to stay real with the people that watch because I'm not going to flood and do the same thing over and over and over again that people are already doing. And we've been asked about coaching. We've been asked about that. I have no problems with it. But if I am going to promote something, it's going to be something that I back up, that me and Hustleby back up, that I feel 110% committed to, and not someone else's dookie ass course that is going to not fulfill anything that they said they were going to and charge everybody a lot of money. So there we go. That's when you don't say yes all the time.
Yep.
All right. Let's go to, what time is it? 5:31. All right. So we're halfway done. And we have a full hour. So now we can still got 5 through 1. They are the hardest workers in the room.
Oh, I like that.
The comment is, when asked for the secrets of success, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson
the guy
said there's no secret sauce. It's always being the hardest worker in the room, which brings you one step closer to making your dreams a reality.
I mean, there's no shortcut, you know? It's just hard work, perseverance, and sacrifice. That guy's career shows it all. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, you know? He wanted to do something. He put his head down. He did it. You know what? I think it's the whatever it takes factor. You know, when are you gonna give up, or when are you gonna say? Just like sleeping for me, like Glenn knows this. I don't have a sleeping pattern. Like last night, we were supposed to be chatting, and I fell asleep at like 9 p.m. Eastern time, and I woke up at midnight. Dude, I put in work from midnight till 3:30 a.m. I said, just because it's night, it doesn't mean it's time to go to bed. You dictate your own thing. You hustle. You put your face on the ground. And I skipped all the holidays last year because I was in the outlets because there were holiday sales. You know, you have to work hard if you have big goals. If you don't have big goals, you don't have to work hard. If you are happy with your life, you don't have to work hard. If you are wanting more than what you have right now, and if you want better things, if you want to make more impact in where you're at right now, you have to be willing to put in the work.
Hardest work in the room, but he's a super beast in.
Yeah.
When you look at him, he's a super beast, obviously from working out. But this guy's doing movies like nonstop now. He's like the biggest movie star right now.
Right now, he is. You know, like, I mean, just the fact. I mean, like, this is how hard he works. He has a traveling gym with him. You see that the photos that you guys see, if you guys see, follow him on Instagram, I follow him because he's one of my friends that I surround myself with. So, you know, I watch and listen to all his stuff. Here's how hard he works. Because he don't have if because he's shooting in Hawaii right now and he's up in the mountains, he carried a traveling gym with him so he can work out. That's no excuses, and that's still, even when he's shooting, he's still working out. That's crazy. I would think he would take that as a rest or not work out anymore because he's doing the shoot already.
No, this guy's out of control.
I know.
Super. And I think, what did someone say? Can you do the people's eyebrow? Is again, I can do one eyebrow. I can do the other eyebrow. I feel like I can't be outworked when it comes to my business, but I'm not 100% in at my part-time job. Do you guys think you have to be the hardest worker at all times?
I think something has to give. Something has to give, and if work hard at something you care for, I think that's the biggest thing. The reason why a lot of the workers are not putting in their heart or their best at their job, me and JC has this thing. My wife, we actually recognize people that like their job. We actually say after we check out, usually at the cash register, JC always tells me she loves her job. And I asked her why. Because she was happy. She greeted me. She greeted me with a smile. Whatever problems she may have at her home, she's giving it her best at her job because she cares. So that's why I say, if you care for that job or if you care for something, you have to work hard for it. You will have to 100% be working hard. If you don't care, forget it. I don't care. If you'll see me, if Hustleby does something that he doesn't care, man, I'll be in the back. I'll be sleeping. I'd be sleeping. If I didn't care for this show, I'd be sleeping right now.
Oh man. Speaking of the hardest worker in the room, Dwayne the Rock Compton.
Oh,
I was thinking, I was like, you know what? Why don't we give one away? I mean, how many?
Let's do that. Wow, that's
How
awesome.
many? Yeah, how many watchers do we have right now? 64. We only have 29 thumbs up. I didn't we get some thumbs up going?
All right, let's get the two.
Let's see. $35 retail. You can keep it. You can wear it. You can do whatever you want with it. It is a pretty cool design, though. I actually got this one and a couple of other ones, but let's give this one away. And should we ask a trivia question?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So we'll look at the chat and see whoever gets it right first.
Oh, 35 thumbs up now. Everybody's giving a thumbs up. Everybody give us a thumbs up. And let me see. Think Glenn probably would think about a pretty cool
giveaway question.
Trivia question. Let's see.
All right. I was thinking about eBay stuff because a lot of people have been asking me about store fees and all that.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, there's different store types.
Mm-hmm.
What is the most expensive / highest store type you can get on eBay? What is the name and how much does it cost for a yearly renewal? Yearly. And it's out of control. It's an out of control price. I mean, it's the highest one there.
Yeah. Is it fairly? It's fairly new, right? They just added this, right?
Just added. No, not Anchor, not titanium, not platinum. You get in there. Anchor, no. Beyond Anchor.
It's beyond Anchor. Just the name. If somebody brings up the name, name and price.
Yeah, name and price.
Name and price.
Remember, it's a yearly renewal. They don't have a monthly renewal because it's so huge.
Hustler.
Hustler, Titanic.
Man, somebody should have Googled it by now.
Okay, the question is, what's the highest store type you can get on eBay? And what's the price for the yearly renewal of this store type?
Yearly.
Okay, Enterprise, someone got it. That was the first one. But we also said the price, right?
Yep, the price.
What is the price?
So, Derek.
Was it Derek? Oh, yeah, he said $299.95, which is the yearly renewal price for Enterprise, which is not currently available for monthly. You have to get the yearly renewal, almost $3,000. So that's Derek. What's up, Derek? One, send you the shirt. I'll send you some other hustler hack stuff that we have here too. Let me know. Email me hustlerhacks1 at gmail.com. Send you the shirt. All right.
Yep.
Anchor store. No, there's a crazy amount of stores on there. All right, there we go. Hustlerhacks1 at gmail.com. Let's see. Impacting the game plan. All right.
He actually only has what, 2,500 listings?
Yeah, I think it's 2,500 listings
Yeah,
or so.
It's not worth it for him to upgrade yet.
So he's still at Anchor, right?
He has an Anchor.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because you're up to like what 10,000 fixed price.
10,000. It's worth it after. I think it's worth it after 3,000 listings or 2,500, something like that.
All right. Flippin' Daily says, after these tips, I feel like a loser now. Not true. Actually, we should feel the opposite because that means we have work to do, including us. I mean, this top 10 things, I mean, there's stuff that on here I was like, man, I need to improve on some of these things.
I mean, for sure. I mean, it's a continuous improvement, you know. We're not saying that we've done this. I mean, we've done this in some sort of way because we've gained some sort of success, but if we improved all of these things within this top 10 and more, we can gain more success or achieve more things in life.
Number 4, don't miss opportunities. They squeeze as much as possible from what life throws at them. They put themselves in the right place at the right time. Some realize that chances are game-changing experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't miss opportunities. Any example?
I like that. I mean, well, this whole eBay business, this is an opportunity. You know, I've actually, you know, what really got me to eBay was, you know, selling my shoes to just get some money, and then try drop shipping, and then I saw Glenn's YouTube channel, and it's like, man, this guy really did make money because he was able to pay off his student loans. So when I knew that, some people would just say, wow. Some people would just say, you know, Glenn was a superhuman. But what I saw was an opportunity. I said, if Glenn can do it, I probably can too. So I didn't say I. Huh?
If this little brown dude can do it, I'm pretty sure.
I know. I'm brown too, so I was like, man, we got something in common. I think I can do this too. So, but that's the biggest thing, right? When you see somebody successful, or when you see somebody that has done it, a lot of people say, "Ah, he must have, you know, he must have rich parents. He must have done this. He must be super genius. He must be, you know." We throw excuses that we can't do it. But what I did is I saw it as an opportunity. I said, man, let me try this. I may be able to do this too. I didn't say I was gonna be 100% successful right off the bat because I didn't know a shit about what he was doing. So what I did was I listened to I listened and watched all his videos and said, oh, garage sailing. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, you know, he did the swap meets. Like, we don't have swap meets here. Said, oh, Ross and Burlington, Marshall's like, oh, I love air condition. I love brand new stuff. You know, I've shopped at Marshalls before, so I saw this as an opportunity and look at my maps. Like, man, I got a bunch of this store. Let me do this. For me, that was the biggest opportunity that opened to me last year, and that have changed our finances, or, you know, changed our lives, because I've met Glenn. I've met so many people through his channel, through the social media and Instagram and stuff like that. So that one opportunity that presented to me that one day, I could have easily said, you know, he went to school for that, so I probably can't do it. So that was one opportunity that I didn't say no to, and I'm very thankful I didn't say no to that.
I think my opportunity I would say is I guess merch by Amazon as an example. I mean, when merch by Amazon came out, it was still very, very new. I did see a little bit about it, but no one made videos about it. No one was really talking about it, and no one was really that successful on it because it was only around for like 2 or 3 months. So I signed up, I sold all my stuff for Q4 that I needed to, and I was like, all right, I really got to focus on this right now because not a lot of people are doing it, and since they weren't, I was able to make really good money, especially in the very beginning, and trying to grow it and build it. By adding so many shirts, I did get burnt out at one point. Even now, I'm like slowly but surely trying to like get back in as much as I want to. But I was just uploading like so many shirts. I was like, man, I'm like starting to die here, trying to just seeing so many shirts over and over and over again. But I did make 6 figures plus from it. I'm still selling, but I think that was an opportunity that came out, what 2016 around Q4 when people still had to they could just go in and start selling immediately. You didn't have to sign up and wait for months. Even Young, who I did the podcast with, he didn't even join in until after I told him. He didn't even get in until 4 to 5 months after I did. So just trying to take advantage of that opportunity, and I got in. Number 3, they set achievable and specific goals. More than 60% of wealthy people who took part in the research agreed that they focus on their goals on a daily to weekly basis.
I like that. I like that. I mean, I
That was
mean,
easy because you're all about numbers. You're all about the goal stuff, making sure that you know what you're trying to
mhm.
get to, how you're going to get to that point. And
And if
then,
it's even possible, right? That's why they said specific goals and achievable goals. Because sometimes we just say like, I want a Lamborghini, but at the end of the day, I don't even know how much a Lamborghini would cost, and how much maintenance would it need, or uh, how much credit score do I need, or how much cash do I need, or whatnot. So me and Glenn are doing this. We're holding each other accountable with a few of our like-minded people that we want to grow with, and we track our sales, we track our inventories, we track our listings and everything like that, and we update it weekly. That was the biggest thing that really helped me. Was I set a number last year. I wanted to get to 1,000 listings with 100,000 of listed inventory. And I put my head down. I ate ramen. I had late car payments. I ate frozen pizza, but I got there. Um, and I knew, because I was so hungry and I was willing to put in the work. Um, I had I had a finish line that I want to get to. A lot of times, people feel lost because they don't know what they want to achieve, right? And a lot of people message me and they say like, um, should I invest in this? How much inventory should I need? They tell me that question, like, how much do need to spend to make 5 grand? Like where are you really trying to get to? Set a definitive, actionable, specific goal that you want to achieve, and then forget everything, do whatever it takes, go after it. Because that's the only way you can achieve goals, really, uh, from my perspective.
and then I mean, we've been keeping track of the eBay numbers and the goals, everything weekly now, and trying to see on how to get to a certain point. And it even kind of helped me with Know It Thursday. Like I know a lot of people liked it. I liked it too. Unfortunately, you got into like weird situations because of like music stuff and editing. It got all weird. But at the same time, with me not doing it though on Thursday, I also found more time to really like dedicate to the eBay business side, which I've wanted to do, even though I still wanted to keep the channel up and running. Well, I also wanted to make sure I was like keeping track with eBay and the goals and getting there. And even that little time helped me get to that point. So, I've been keeping track every single week and seeing what I'll be able to do for inventory, sales, replenishments, and all of that. So that's where we are for the goal part. Number 2, they don't give up. Achieving your goals isn't an overnight process. It takes a lot of time and effort to go through the full path of obstacles and failures to finally meet your goals. The key is to stay persistent, practice self belief, and never give up.
Yeah. 100%. I mean, the only successful people that have achieved it are the ones that didn't give up. They didn't give up on their dream. They didn't give up on their goals. They didn't give up on themselves. They didn't give up on the naysayers, right? Giving up doesn't mean physically quitting, but it's up here too. A lot of times when a lot of people tell you doubts and stuff like that, uh, you know, when you give up here, everything's over. And man, you know, giving up is giving up is giving up your dreams for me. Giving up is not living the life you want to live. And I don't want that. I don't want that in my life, and I don't want to wish that to anybody. But um, you know, that's the biggest key. If you give up, then you're done. How bad you want it.
And I think giving up and pausing and breaking sometimes, I mean, they're two totally different things. I think giving up is like, I'm done with this. I'm not going to go back into this anymore. I know that I'm closing this door. That's it. And I think giving a pause is like, maybe you're burnt out. Maybe you've just been doing too many things at once. You need to focus on something first to get rid of these goals, and then you can leap back into it.
Mhm.
But I think they're two totally different things. And you also need to know when you have to take a pause or a small
Right.
break from things, not necessarily you're just giving away, period.
Right.
Another example, I guess, for not giving up is just like same thing, working where I worked. I knew that I wanted to quit, but I also knew that it was not the right time. Why wasn't it the right time? I had too many student loans that I had to pay. I wasn't really making a lot anyway there where I was working. And I knew I also didn't have the money saved up. That was for sure. And I also owed money on the credit cards still. And I had to figure out, like, how am I going to get out of this mess before I can, you know, get out of this and do what I want to do. So a lot of patience also goes into that, because I know a lot of people that I get emails from are like, I'm going to quit my job right now and I want to resell and do eBay and I don't want to go to my job. And I get it. And you can get to that point, but it may not be right now, but it can happen as long as you keep going and don't give up on that fact that you can quit, because it can happen. You don't have to be stuck there forever.
True.
All right, so now we got 9 down, 1 left.
Number one. I'm interested in what's number one.
Do you know what number 1 may be?
I don't have a clue. We've tackled so many good stuff.
Yeah, too many things. It's kind of hard to tell what number 1 would actually be. Should we go through all 10 of them again? Just kidding.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a review.
Okay, number 10, they don't let negative thoughts influence their actions. Number 9, they surround themselves with like-minded people. Number 8, they don't focus entirely on money. Number 7, they don't watch TV. Number 6, they don't say yes all the time. Number 5, they are the hardest workers in the room. Number 4, they don't miss opportunities. Number 3, they set achievable and specific goals. Number 2, they don't give up. Number 1, some people had some pretty good
No Dookie inventories.
don't buy Dookie, no Dookie inventory, go out and get it. God first, everything will follow. So pretty good number 1s in there. But number 1, according to this list, they don't spend more than they earn.
I like that.
If you spend 1 million, if you make 1 million and you spend the same amount, you are still broke.
Yep, 100%.
Random number. What do you think about number 1 though? Do you think it's worthy of a number 1?
I think that boils down to everything, because I think it doesn't only it's not only implying to money. I think it's implying to energy and time, right? Because we're talking about success. Money, right? Sell a million, spend 999,999 cents is worse than, making $50 and spending $10. You know? Also too, in life, if you're spending too much time on dumb stuff and you only know your time is limited, that means you're not achieving success. So I think that number one is putting everything to perspective, that not everything is what it seems to be, because this we're talking about net here. Here, net thing.
Well, the thing is too is that so all this kind of ties in together, obviously all 10 of them, and we've talked about all of these ideas, but the way that I think that they all tie in is the fact that so they don't spend more than they earn, which also goes back to comparing yourselves to other people and like,
True.
well, so and so has an awesome car. Now I got to keep up and show that I'm just as cool with the awesome car. Or I got to make sure I get this badass house because so and so has this house, which surrounds yourself with like-minded people. If you're around the hungry people, then it's going to be different from the show-offs and everything that are trying to show what they have. You're not looking to be like them. Now, going back to the don't watch TV part, where Hustleby said, what are they always showing you? Buying cars, buying this, buying that. And the job where you work keeps you there because what do you have to do? You have to pay off bills. But what if you didn't have many bills? What if your bills were only, I mean, 1,000 a month or something? What if you only had a mortgage, but your cars are paid off? You're able to put money in the savings. You don't have credit card debt. What if you didn't have other random debts that the commercials and other people want you to keep buying other things? You wouldn't have to necessarily be stuck in the cycle over and over and over again that, hey, I have to work, I have to show up on Monday because I need this certain amount of money that I make per month because I have to keep up with all the bills that I have, even though I didn't need a, whatever car that I just bought.
True. I mean, I'd rather have everything paid off and not have the best of everything, but have the best kind of quality of life. The fact that me and my wife can put our business to a 10-day handling and get away for 10 days is so much better than having $1 million and have to pay what $150,000 a month in mortgages and bills. So um so that's the thing. You just not everything is what it seems to be.
So you can either here's a perfect example. You can make, let's say you just got a raise, but you hate your job and they could pay you 200,000 a year and you can stay, or you can make, let's say, 50,000 a year, but you're buying stuff from Ross thrift stores and you're flipping it on eBay and you get certain amount of time with your family and different time for yourself and you're not as stressed and you actually love what you're doing. That's where you have to decide which one do you want to do. I can make more money and I can be miserable. I can make less money, but I don't need a lot of these extra things and I can do what I want to do.
Yep. Um, I I still pick what I'm doing right now. Because think about it, like, I mean, I think to end this, me and Glenn were talking about, like, I could literally take a 6-month vacation and then work for 6 months and just only operate in quarter 3 and quarter 4. If you think about it, just I don't know how my numbers would look like this year, but last year I made 50% of my income in December. I mean, in November, December, and February. 50% of what I made was on those 3 months. So if I plan it right, I could make 75% of my income within 6 months and then be on vacation for another 6
We on vacation. Paper Drew says Gary Vee talks it all the time. Yeah, he's kind of like, do you want to make 500,000 a year, or you want to talk about Smurfs all day? Like, yeah, Gary Vee talks about that a lot. Good
Yep.
Gary Vee. Just haven't seen him in a while, but
Yeah,
one of these days I'll go back and watch his stuff.
it's perspective. He's speaking of perspective and importance of being happy in what you're doing.
Damon asked, I've always reinvested into inventory everything I sell. Is that wrong?
Nope. As
That's
long
right.
as you can pay your bills, reinvest everything until your house is full of stuff, or until you're maximized on your space, and then do your numbers and see if it's worth it to. If you want to get a bigger house or a bigger space, get a warehouse, move into a bigger space. But that's how I built my business. Reinvested everything for 1 full year.
There we go. So any questions before we go? We just talked about all 10. If you like this style of show, then we could bring out some other ones in different topics and we'll break all of them down. Let me know in the chat. Or if you have any other questions, let us know before we go. We're already past our hour time.
Right. So yeah, let us know any questions. We'll stay here for a little bit and we'll answer some questions. Noel Rivera, straight fire. Thank you. I love it. I love this topic. I'm fired up. I'm ready to hustle again. I'm excited. I mean, personally, I like this. Me and Glenn didn't plan this. Glenn got this in his mind, and as soon as he brought it out to me, I said, I'm all for this.
Even though he had no clue what any of the 10 were, and I brought
Yeah.
the topic like hours before we went on.
For sure.
That's
I love
the best
it.
part, because if you knew about it, I think it'd be a little. I think it'd be overplayed a little bit. It'd be kind of like standard comments. That'd be like,
yeah. You don't want me to be standard. You want me to be fired up.
yeah, there we go. Girl on fire. Thanks, appreciate it. Noel, Wayne Static Glove, Paper Drew, Will, much love. There we go. Thanks. All right, we're done, and we'll see you guys. Shot Down in Flames. B, you ever source indie?
Yep. I source 2 hour radius. Indy, Kentucky, Michigan, sometimes Pittsburgh.
Sometimes. All right. See you guys, and Ross Finds of the Week on Friday, and then Saturday I'll see with how the finds go. Maybe I'll go live again, and maybe I'll have a haircut. See you guys. B, last words.
Thanks, guys, for hanging out with us. Love the topic. Love the show. Oh, another buzzer beater.
Let's go. Hustle
like it.
in silence. $9.99. Blessings for the bless others. I appreciate that. $9.99. I appreciate the comment and the super chat. So
before we go, do you have a date for Out Hustle Georgia? I think we don't have the set date yet, but we're supposed to be there August, right?
I think we said August or September, but for sure we want to do a.
We're gonna do a workshop.
Yeah, we'll do like a smaller workshop thing like we did in DC. So it'll be different than a regular, dinner type of hangout. Well, it'll be both, but yeah,
yes. We'll definitely. I think I'm pretty sure we're gonna be there August because we talk about that. It's my birthday month. We're gonna be in Atlanta.
Yeah, there you go. Atlanta, Georgia. We'll be there, and we'll do a meetup. We'll do everything else out there. So Hustle in Silence. Appreciate it again, and we'll see you guys Friday, maybe Saturday. Go out and get it.